let's begin with your suspense items. Mr. Mullin, let's begin with AB 1889.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Presenting AB 1889 as amended today. AB 1889 will help ensure the timely expenditure of Prop 1A bond proceeds for the Caltrain electrification project in the Bay Area, bookend projects in Southern California, and California high-speed rail construction in the Central Valley, as previously appropriated in SB 1029, part of the Budget Act in 2012. It does not appropriate any new funding nor move funding from one region of the state to another. Rather, by clarifying the term suitable and ready for the funding plan that the High-Speed Rail Authority is required to submit, this bill will help the state meet its obligations to deliver this bond money by the 2018 deadline as specified in SB 1029. It's not difficult to envision a scenario where the funding is not released in time, forcing agencies such as Caltrain to cancel contracts that they enter into in accordance with the direction of this legislature, I might add, causing the cost of these projects to increase. It is in our collective interest to avoid that and make sure these important projects are delivered on time. So I ask for your support to move this bill off the suspense file next week. I have a representative from Caltrain here with me to help answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Witnesses in support.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Matt Robinson on behalf of Caltrain. We think this bill is going to provide a smoother path to construction for the bookend projects that were appropriated back in SB 1029. We don't believe this relieves us of any obligations under the Bond Act whatsoever, and frankly, we think the fiscal impacts are extremely minimal given that we're working with an existing appropriation here. So with that, when the time is right, we'd ask that you move this bill forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Additional witnesses in support.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. Gus Corr on behalf of the San Mateo County Transportation Authority. The only other comment that I'll add is that you may recall back in 2012 when we did approve SB 1029 that a big selling point was the dual utility of the funding for the bookends and how that was going to improve the existing infrastructure as well as provide connectivity to the high-speed rail system. And so again, as the Assembly member mentioned, we're not asking for any additional money. We're just merely saying that once the projects are ready to go, that funding should be provided so that we can actually expedite the delivery of those projects. So when the time is right, we would ask for your consideration to move the bill.
Thank you. Additional witnesses in support.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members of the committee, Jeremy Smith here on behalf of the State Building and Construction Trades Council. Support this. Thank you.
Thank you. Finance. Oh, I'm sorry, witnesses in opposition. Finance.
We're neutral on this bill, and we agree that it's primarily clarifying. The bill doesn't change the statutory requirements of the funding plan that the High-Speed Rail Authority has to produce using the Prop 1A funds for capital expenditures. It clarifies what suitable and ready is.
Thank you. Comments or questions from committee? Seeing none, Mr. Mullin, would you like to close?
Respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Without objection, we move this item to the suspense file. Your next item is